Hi, I'm Mike Hall of Hall Funeral Homes, and welcome to our virtual remembrance service for my dad, Richard Hall. At this time, we're going to light a candle in memory of my dad, so if you'd like to join us, you're welcome to do so. Now, we light our candles together. We trust in the power and spirit and connectedness that brings us together. We promise to hold our lights from this day forward, to spread the warmth to each person here as we remember Richard Hall. Let the world know that being alone does not keep us from being together. We light our candles in thankfulness in memory of Richard Hall and pledge to support each other as we find our way to a new normal without this light in each of our lives. When this time of isolation ends, may we find that we have become more like the people we wanted to be. We were called to be. We hope to be. And may we stay that way, better for each other because of the worst. The singular need of the human race is to be together. Tribes, families, teams, communities, states, countries, continents, gathering for protection, for the common good, for support, for entertainment, for shared visions and goals, for comfort. Gathering becomes even more important at those moments in life when we stop to acknowledge a milestone. Birthdays, holidays, reunions, graduations. It is an innate drive to be with others, that the event is not properly recognized until the significant people in our experience share it with us. This is especially true at the time of death. Our first inclination is to go, to commune, to hug, to share stories, to break bread, to remember together. During this unique and unsettled time in the history of the world, we are prevented from following our natural instincts. How can we honor a life and mourn a death without others surrounding us? We are doing that today with this virtual remembrance service with our new Hugs from Home program. As you can see, the messages of love and support that fill this room today. So we are called upon to be together from afar, to trust the power and mystery of spirit that will join our hearts and minds together, to call upon the best feelings inside each of us to make an extra effort, to remember long after this day is gone, because we can create community even when we are isolated. We invite you to relax and reflect, to listen to the stories and music, to add your own memories in your heart as you hear the words, to send healing thoughts of solidarity, of shared grief, of promises of tomorrow. And now I'm going to share a few thoughts on my dad, a great man. I miss him. Dad grew up in the Depression. He served his country proudly in World War II and Korea. He took loving care of families during their greatest needs while running the funeral home and providing for his own family. He was a doer. He served unselfishly to the communities of Lincoln and Knox counties for over 5 decades with a great sense of pride in helping others. It didn't matter to Dad what your position or status was in life. He only saw you as another human being who was in need of help from a caring person like himself. He would have given you the shirt off his back if he knew it would help you in some way. He was a spiritual person. His faith kept him strong while facing his own grief from the losses of his parents, brothers, John and Dave, a son Ricky, his wife Cynthia and wife Lois, and last but not least, his loving companion Rufus, his golden retriever. He helped many of you here today through your own grief. He was a dedicated man who believed strongly in what we are doing here today, which is to face the reality of death, pay tribute to his life, and go away leading our lives the best way we know how, positively affecting those that we touch along our own journey. Remembering life is a journey, not a destination. Helen Keller wrote, "In order to get to the other side, you have to walk through the door." We are walking through the door of grief today, but we will be stronger because of it. We are doing the right thing and paying tribute to a beautiful life that was well lived, and we are all better people because of a man named Richard Hall, my dad. Thank you. Can you please all bow your heads with me in prayer? We pray for those who made the effort today to be with our family, to honor our loss, to mourn as community what this death means to everyone. We pray for each other, and we pledge to never forget that the only way we survive is together. Even from afar, we celebrate this dark time in our experience and has shown a light on the best in all of us. We offer to you what we can, our hearts, our support, and our promise to never leave you alone. Expect to hear from each person in the coming days, weeks, and months. Welcome the texts, the calls, the emails, the cards. Feel the warmth being sent, the hugs that will be shared. We acknowledge that grief is as unique as a fingerprint, and each of you will experience this loss in your own way and in your own time. So be kind and offer grace to yourself as you enter this path of the unknown amidst the unknown. We ask for blessings on each one of you. We thank you for being a part of this wonderful celebration of Richard Hall today. Thank you for coming. This concludes our services.